Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to play with makeup that I have loved for years. This is a brand that I think it works at all times. It is amazing during the summer and humid days. To me, this is like sweat proof, heat proof. I use it all the time. It's a way to create a quick look and you know it's going to stay on all day. And this is a brand that is very mature skin friendly. Anybody can use it, but I think it's very mature skin friendly. And like I said, I have been loving it for a long time. I have not given it enough love on my channel because, you know, there's something new all the time that I want to show you. So I want to go ahead and create a look with Laura Geller. I love Laura Geller. And I know that a lot of people go shopping for Laura Geller on Amazon, but you guys need to go shopping on her website. This is not a sponsored video. Laura Geller does not know who I am. She's never sent me any free products. Everything that I show you today and that if I have shown you in the past has been purchased by me. But right now she's having it up to 70% off plus an additional 15% off as of this video. Today is Saturday. This video is going up tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you know that this is going on. So before you go to Amazon, sometimes they do have specials there. Make sure that you check out her website, sign up for emails, and she will let you know whenever she's having one of these amazing sales. But it's very, very often, and especially during holidays. So I've already prepped my face. I've used my regular skincare, and then as a primer and moisturizer, I use this from Merit. And this is a Great Skin Priming Moisturizer, but it's really, really nice. It is not heavy. I think it's perfect for the summer because you don't feel like you have too much moisturizer on your skin, and then you don't need an extra primer. This does the job of both. And it's not super glowy, which I really do enjoy that. The products that I'm going to be using from Laura Geller, they're all powder products. She also does have some cream products, but today I'm using powder products. So I'm going to start with one of her concealers. Now, the one thing that I do find with Laura Geller is I feel like her products are darker. Like if I use a light foundation, like I have the Bake, Balance, and Brighten, and I have this one in light, and I think it can be a little too dark. So if you would normally use light and you're not like, you know, tanned or something, I would go for fair, okay? Because I think that they run a little dark. I have this one that is the Double Take Versatile Powder Foundation. I have this one in medium. So I'm going to be mixing both of them today. It does have this one has a mirror on the bottom. So anyway, but right now let me start with the concealer. Now this is the first time I use this concealer. And I did prep my eyes. I put moisturizer and I also put a little bit of the Aquaphor. So hopefully this is going to be okay. Now I actually got this in the shade Fair 130. I never use Fair under my eyes, but like I said, her products run a little dark, so I'm hoping this is not going to be like super light. Since I'm going to be using powders, I like to put a little bit of concealer like where I need extra coverage. Even though her foundations have amazing coverage, but I just like to add a little bit. The e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, but it almost looks like a concealer brush. And I'm going to use that to spread my concealer around. Now, like I said, I would have to let you know in a pinned comment how this concealer worked. I've never used it before. I normally just use just like a regular concealer. And I find that she doesn't always have a liquid foundation, but they get discontinued a lot. I do have one, but I decided to stick to the powder because really that's what I love the most about her brand is her powder foundation. So I did want to try at one time how her foundation was, and it's fine. But like I say, she discontinues stuff like that. Even the concealer, I've seen her, you know, be in and out of her website, but it's in now. I did check. And it is on sale. And I would put like the regular price and the sale price on the screen so that you guys can see. But if you're interested in using her brand, guys, I never try to sell you anything. And I'm not trying to sell you this now. But I just want you to know that this is a good one. This is a good one. And when she's having a sale, it's pretty much drugstore price. It's not anymore that you would pay like for L'Oreal. L'Oreal's getting up there. Even to me, CoverGirl is getting up there. So right now, I'm going to use a little bit of my Pat McGrath under eye powder. And I'm going to use the back of one. I don't have too many Laura Geller brushes, but I have received some like gift with purchase and things like that. So I have this one. This one was a gift with purchase with a Wheels of Fortune collab that she did. And I never did show that palette. So maybe I will one day, because it's just like a basic palette. And to me, it's like, even though it's not available anymore, you can pretty much recreate any look that you want. I'm just putting very little powder there. And a little bit on my lids so that my concealer doesn't crease. I've told you so many times, you're probably tired of hearing about it like a broken record, but I love this under eye setting powder. I think it does such a great job. And I've hit major pan. I don't say that for too many products anymore. So I'm going to use the Baked Balance and Brighten. I think I'm going to try to use that one by itself. And then if I feel like I need a little more coverage, then I'll go with a little bit of this one here. I don't think I'm going to need it. So I'm going to use this brush right here. I like to use a denser brush when I'm using a powder foundation. I feel like if I use a very loose brush, it doesn't give me as good coverage as I want. So again, this one is in the shade Light. And not, like I said, I'll link everything below. I think everything that I'm showing you today is on sale. And even an amazing palette that she released around the holidays is still available. And it's on a deep discount. So once I show it to you, you guys are gonna see how amazing it is. And I love palettes like that for traveling. Now the only reason I don't take it for traveling that often is because it's a little bulky. And usually when I travel, I try to take the smallest makeup I have. Something that's not going to take up like a lot of room. So I'm not grabbing a lot at one time. I'm kind of building it. And as you can see, this is not very dark on me. So I think this is fine. It is not too light. It is not too dark. I think it's just perfect. But I have loved her brand for so many years. So I'm going to be using the Baked and Bronze, and this is in the shade Fair. Now I'm going to show you. Does that look like Fair? It does not. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. This has like a little bit of a glow, but it's not like super glowy. I'm going to use the back of the other. This is her brush. It is not super glowy, and they give her a mirror, but to me the mirror is like, okay, that's a waste of time. I really cannot use that mirror to do my makeup. So, but this is so pretty. This is one of those bronzers that you cannot screw up, okay? You can just apply and apply and apply, and it's not going to look overdone. It is absolutely beautiful. I like the way that it's marbled with the pink, and it's got like a little bit of like a gold in it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And like I say, they do have it in different shades that I think, regardless of your skin tone, you should be able to find something. And you can even just wear this as a bronzer blush combo. I think it's got enough pink in it, and I've done it many times. If I'm in a hurry, this is all I will wear, because it gives you enough of a bronzy look that you can tell you're wearing bronzer, but it also gives you that beautiful pinky undertone that it looks like you're wearing a little bit of blush. Okay, so for blush, I brought two of them over. I brought this one, which is Baked Blush and Bronze, and this one is in a rose bronze, and it has a natural finish. This is what it looks like. This is the swatch. It looks very neutral, very beautiful. And then I brought this one, this is a Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. Now this shade has been around forever. I think I own just about every shade of blush that Laura Geller has. And this one has a little more of a glow than the bronze and blush. So I think I'm going to use this one, since The other one has like a little bit of bronzer in it also, so that would be another great option if you want to just use one product and not use both. My face is itching. So I'm going to use that one, the one that is Tropic Hues. And as you can see, even though it did have like a little bit of a glow, it's really not showing glowy on my face. I think it just looks gorgeous. So I did a terrible boo-boo. Oh my goodness. I was trying to pre-record for when I leave, so I have enough videos for those days. And I do my editing on a laptop, and I don't have a lot of memory on my laptop. So I always go and delete, my face is itching, so I'm using the brush. I delete like old files that I have on there. Well, I deleted a video that I have not edited or posted. It was supposed to be one of the videos that I had as a backup for this week that I'm going away. It hit me in the car as I was driving. We're driving to my son's house, and I'm like, oh, no. My husband's like, what? I said, I think I totally deleted it, and it didn't go into the recycle bin. It is gone. And I had also erased it from my memory card for my camera, which I think I'm going to stop whenever I, like now I'm recording and I delete it like the previous file. But I think from now on, I'm not going to do that until I actually upload the video. I just hate it when my memory card runs out of juice, it runs out of space, and I have to stop in the middle of the video to find another memory card. I don't enjoy that. So anyways, all right, so for highlighter, I'm going to use this one today. This one is Baked Original Highlighter Quad. It has French Vanilla, Portofino, Golden Rose, and French Kiss. These are all very light and gorgeous. Now, her highlighters are not, you know, like beamy to the moon. They're very subtle. I'm just going to go on all 4 of them instead of just one. And just go a little bit here. They're really, really beautiful. I know that the French, what is it called? French Vanilla has been around like forever. She doesn't always have these quads, but sometimes she'll have like duos, or she'll have like minis, or, you know, I've received before also gifts from them, like a gift for purchase, like a mini highlighter and a mini bronzer, and those are so great for traveling. But I think you can really get a really good value for your money on her website. All right, so I haven't done my brows. Let me do my brows really, really quick, and then I'll be right back and we'll do a little something with the eyes. All right, so what I used was my Sephora Tinted Brow Gel, and this is in medium brown, I believe, medium brown. And then I used this Catrice. This is one of those micro brow pencils, and this is in the shade, this is waterproof, by the way, which is nice for the heat. And I believe this is in dark brown. All right, so the next product, I'm going to show you a couple of products that I love. Like I say, they're not always available, but when they do, I've had this for a while and I absolutely love this. Now it is a little bulky, but wow, this is so convenient. This brings a highlighter, bronzer, and a blush. And this is, it's called the Baked Color and Contour Highlight Blush and Bronze Sculpt. And this is like so handy. I mean, it's a face palette, right? So you don't need more than that if you're gonna travel. The next one that I'm gonna show you, again, this is something that she had out for a while. This is called the Hollywood Blushing Trio. And this one brings 3 blushes. It brings the Honeysuckle, Bora Bora, and Pink Grapefruit. And these are gorgeous. This is the Honeysuckle. Okay, this is the Honeysuckle, Bora Bora, and Pink Grapefruit. They are just absolutely gorgeous. All of them has that little bit of a glow, but it's not a shimmer. You're not gonna find glitter particles in it. It's just a beautiful natural shimmer. And then this is a palette that is still available. This is called the Best of the Best Tuscan Dreams. I believe it's the same one. I know it's the same concept, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. It does have a mirror. It has a bronzer, highlighter, and a blush. The blush is Starfish Island. The highlighter is French Vanilla. And the bronzer is Roman Holidays. And then it brings you 6 different baked eyeshadows. Now I have to be honest with you. I'm not that crazy about baked eyeshadows. If I were to choose, I prefer just regular eyeshadows. But we're going to try these today. So I'm going to start this one with this middle one, Terra Rosa. But many times, guys, what I do is with her products, I use the bronzer in my crease. If I want to use a little bit of a blush, like on my lid, I do. And sometimes I just use a bronzer and then a highlighter. I don't bother with a shadow. Oh, this is like creasing really bad. So I'm going to try this today, but I mean, this is, in a pinch, it's nice to have. But I purchased one of her, she has some eyeshadow palettes that are all baked. And that's not my favorite formula from her. To me, you know, the products that she just hits out of the park are the complexion products. You know, your powder blush, your powder, you know, your bronzers, your highlighters. But then I'm going to go into this one here, Luna. I'm going to use this same brush. Initially, I was just going to use like the bronzer as just to create an eye look with that. But I mean, if you're not looking for an eyeshadow that is like super pigmented, you just want something that just to give your eyes a little bit of a dimension and create an easy look. Now I'm not, keep going in there, but I'm not going in really hard. So you guys know that I like to build my eyeshadow. I don't like to go in with a super dark look to begin with. I rather just go slowly. But it's just, to me, the baked formula for eyeshadows is not my favorite. And I don't think it will be just hers. I just think in general, I don't like a baked eyeshadow. But this, if you want to, you know, I mean, you have an eyeshadow palette, a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush. So that all you would need is just your concealer, foundation, brows, mascara, and lip, right? And you're done. So this will make very easy packing and traveling. And actually, this is not performing so bad. It's not looking so bad. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of this one. This one is called Sabia. This one here. And this is what it looks like. It's like a little peachy. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. And just put it over here on the outer corner. And I'm going to blend that a little bit. I'm going to wipe my finger. Then I'm going to go into Perla. That Alba, this pink one, looks very pretty. But I think this Alba will look better with what I'm wearing today. Again, I'm going to just wipe that brush and just kind of blend. I'm going to grab a little more Alba and intensify it a little more just on the inner corner. I think that's pretty. I think that looks fine. So I'm going to get the Sabia, the golden one, put it out here. I think I went too far in on this eye. Clean my finger. I like using my pinky because I can be a little more precise with my pinky than with my ring finger. With my ring finger, I usually go all over the place. So again, I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to intensify a little bit in the inner corner. Now I'm going to go back and grab that dark brown, that Luna. I'm going to take this one. This one's like a smudger or a packer brush, but I'm just going to grab a little bit of that Luna, the dark brown, and just go a little tiny bit. Okay, this is a packer brush, so I'm going to go into that Luna and see if I can just intensify my outer corner just a tiny bit more. And then I'm going to take the brush and blend. Okay, so I think I'm done with the eyes. So for mascara, I brought the Maybelline Colossal Bubble Mascara. This is a really nice mascara. It's definitely making its round. It's gotten a lot of hype, but I think it's a very nice mascara. So if you can get your hands on it, I think you'll like it. I like mascaras that give me length, volume, separation is nice. But even when my lashes get like a little clumpy, I don't mind. I like drama on my lashes. So I'd rather have a little bit of clumpiness than have, you know, like lashes that are separated, but that they don't show up. Oh, I just got something on my cheeks. So we're gonna let that dry and then we're gonna flick it off. Let me do 2 coats of this and I'll be right back. Okay, on my lower lash line, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Lash Extender. Yeah, this is a very pretty mascara. So let me do my lips before I try to take that off because I don't want to create a bigger mess. So I'm going to use one of her lip liners, and this one is in the shade Happy Hazelnut. And I think it will be a nice match for the makeup I'm wearing. It is a brand new one. I bought it a while back, but I had not used it. It has one of those, I don't know if you can see it, a slanted tip. It makes it easy to fill your lips. It is very creamy. That's the shade. So I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit while we talk and finish this and see if it dries down. And then I'm gonna use this lip gloss, and this is in the shade, it's actually called, it's a Jelly Balm Nourishing Lip Serum, and it's called There's the Rose. That's a pretty name. That's pretty. Now it's one of those at the doe foot. I mean, it's kind of nice because it cleans it off, but you have to be careful because it's hard to take out. It's not really scented. It smells a little bit like that makeup scent, if you know what I mean, but it's not like vanilla or anything like that. Let's try to take off this. Okay, all gone. So that's the completed look. Now I could add setting spray. I am so silly. I brought one of her brushes for the foundation, and I didn't use it. Anyway, I do have that. I totally forgot I had that. So I think that's a pretty look. I think that created a nice look even on the eyes. I'm impressed. I think this worked better than the actual eyeshadow palette that I purchased from her before. I felt like those were just very weak and it didn't do much for me. I'm going to take a little bit of Terosa, this one right here. I'm going to clean this brush, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of that and just put it on my brow bone. This pink looks really pretty. This one is called Abba, and it looks like a very pretty, it's like pink with like a little bit of lavender, but that looks really, really pretty. I think that would look beautiful on the eyes, and it would definitely go with the brown. I love pink and brown. I think that looks so pretty together. So this is my completed look using just about everything except for mascara, and I do know that she has a mascara, but I've never tried it before. But this is everything but mascara and brows. I think it turned out like a pretty look. Now, like I said, I don't know about the concealer right now. It's looking okay. It's not looking any drier than most. This is just powder. No additional powder, just the brush that I used before. It's not looking any drier than with other concealers. Now I don't know how it's gonna look in an hour. I have this beautiful friend that has popped out of nowhere. And like I said in another video, I think it was a new product that I introduced. to my skincare because I never have breakouts, and that started after I started using that one, so I stopped. So I don't know, it's one of those that is like on the inside. I had another one here and that one is gone, so working on that one. So yeah guys, let me know, have you tried Laura Geller's? It's a brand that you've been interested in. This is the eye look. This is a closer look at my skin, how it looks. This is real skin with pores, with a little bit of, have a little bit of texture right there. And I'm getting a little bit of texture right here too. I don't know who decided that's a good spot for texture, but anyways. And this is the lip color. I think it's pretty. I think if you wear it without a lip liner, it's gonna be pinkier. Let's try it without a lip liner and see how. I know a lot of you guys don't wear lip liners, and lip liners can definitely change the look of a lipstick. So let's try it without it and see how it looks. I'm not gonna take all the lip liner totally off, just the one in the center. I'm gonna leave like the outline still there. It feels nice. I think the shade is pretty. It's like a peachy pink, right? More than pink. But it's pretty. So I will leave a pinned comment letting you know if it wore for a while. It's not sticky as far as being goopy. It feels like slippery, like a combination between a lip gloss and a lip balm. It feels nice, like a liquid lip balm. I mean, now we used to just call lip balms to the ones that were just in the stick. Now they put lip balms in everything. So what I want to do is I want to use the brush that I was going to show you guys. I'm going to grab a little bit of that foundation and just go a little bit like over my cheeks to see if I can lighten up the blush a little bit. I'm just going very lightly. I'm not grabbing a lot of product. But if you want a beautiful, long-lasting, heat-proof powder foundation, look no further than this. This is really, really gorgeous, guys. And like I said, I have gone through many of these, and I don't show them on my channel all the time because I'm not going to be showing the same products over and over again. But this is a staple for me. I will always have it. I also have it in medium because, you know, sometimes if I go to the beach during the summer, I do get a little light, a little darker. So normally what I would do is mix both of them. Well, let's see about the lip liner. No, the lip liner doesn't set. I mean, I don't think it's going to move from where it is. I think it's going to work well for keeping my lipstick in, but it's not something that is going to not go anywhere. The lip liner doesn't dry down. All right, you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this was helpful if you're looking for products that are humidity friendly, heat friendly, something that is not liquid products. Like I said, this is I would have done a lot faster if I was not talking to you and talking about the products and showing you how everything works. But this is a beautiful, beautiful brand, and I love the fact that her brand is geared towards mature women. Her models are all mature women, which I absolutely love that because you don't see that very often. And it's kudos for that. Just for that alone, the fact that it's woman owned, that she caters to us ladies that are not 20 and 30 years old is amazing. And it's a product that everybody can wear. It doesn't necessarily have to be for mature women, but I like the fact that she has her back. So I try to have her back too by supporting her brand as much as I possibly can. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. I hope that you enjoyed it, and share with me if you have tried any of these products. This video was actually inspired by a comment that one of you lovely ladies left on one of my videos saying that you loved her foundation and that you thought that it was great for the summer. And I said, you know what? She is so right. I need to share that. And then I looked online. I saw that she was having a great sale, and I said, this is the perfect time. All right, you guys, take care. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.